welcome into Rebecca K. Crochet. I'm Becky, your yarn host, and today we're going to make this floral open stitch granny square. And to use, what I've been using is what I've been using for quite a while. It's the white is Premier Just 1 pound, 982 yards, 898 meters, 16 ounces, 100% acrylic. And it is white in color. It's a 4 medium worsted weight yarn. Any 4 medium worsted weight yarn would work with this. It calls for a 5.5 millimeter hook, and it's attested and approved against 350 plus harmful substances. Machine washable and dryable. And then the other ones I am using is Lion Brand yarn, Pound of Love, 16 ounces, 454 grams, 1,020 yards, 932 meters. It's a 4 worsted weight, size J10 hook, 100% premium acrylic. This one is washable and dryable as well, made in Turkey, and this color is cornflower. Then I have it in the lighter blue is bluebell, and this one is, I think it's pastel rose, pastel pink. So the other things you're going to need are a crochet hook, which I was using a Susan Bates J10 6 millimeter, a pair of scissors, and a needle, and I have woven in all my ends on this one. I will say on this one, I wish I would have gone down a hook size, but I could not go down a hook size because of what I'm using it for, and so it would be a little bit tighter. This flower would be a little bit tighter, and it would look a little bit better if I'd have gone down a hook size. So, and if you're doing this and you're just starting, I would not use a 6 millimeter. I would probably go down to the 5.5, maybe a 5 millimeter hook to make this a little bit tighter. So with that being said, let's get started. Okay, so with this one, we are going to start with our pink, and we are going to do a slip stitch. And then we're going to chain 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now that we have 10 on our hook, we're going to go back here. Can't tell I've done this a time or two and I had to pull out. And we are going to slip stitch to the beginning, tighten down our tail, chain 4. Then we are going to do a treble crochet back in there. Chain 2. And now we're going to do 12 or 11 more sets of 2 trebles together. So how you do that is you yarn over twice, you go under and you pull through 2, pull through 2, leave 2 on your hook, yarn over twice, go under, pull through 2, pull through 2, you have 3 on your hook, and you pull through all 3. And that's 2 trebles together. Then we're going to chain 2, and we're going to do that again. Yarn over twice, pull through 2, leave 2 on our hook, yarn over twice, pull through 2, and then pull through all 3. Now, you may get a big loop right here, bigger than that. We've done trebles before on my channel. What you want to do is you want to pull through 2, leave 2. Hang on to this back loop right here, especially this one. And then you can, as long as you keep your finger on that, it won't get, you can move it a little bit, but it won't get too far away from you. And there's 2. I'll be back whenever I get my 12, it'll be a total of 12 sets done. I'll be back here in just a second. This is a different video than what I was going to do because I'd started this one and realized my other one didn't upload, so I'll have to do that one another day. I'll have to redo that whole video because I got corrupted files, so I'll be right back. Okay, we chain 2, and now we are going to join with a slip stitch at the top of our chain 4, just like that. You don't want to tighten this circle down too much. That's why you do 10. It will, if you tighten it down too much, let me show you what happens. It'll get wonky on you. It'll do the roll and cup and all of that. So wait to do that until you get to the very end. Then what we are going to do is we are going to fasten off. And we're going to change our colors. And let me go get my other color. I'll be right back. Okay, so for this one, you can either start with a standing treble crochet, which is difficult to do. So I suggest that you do a chain. Sorry, we're going to do a double crochet. I was on the wrong row. So we're going to start with a standing double crochet, but we are going to do 3 together. So how we do that is, let me back up here. I just went ahead and started without telling you. So we are going to yarn over, hold our yarn. We're going to go into any stitch. We're going to yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, go into any stitch, and we're going to pull through 2. Yarn over, go into that stitch again and pull through 2, and we should have 4 on our hook, and then we're going to pull through all 4. Then we're going to snug this one down. Then what we are going to do is chain 3, and working in our chain 2 space right here, which I don't have one, we'll have to pretend I do. We are going to do 3 double crochets together, just like we did before. You should have 4 on your hook, and you pull through all 4, chain 3, and we're going to do it all over again. So we're going to go into our pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through all 4 on our hook, chain 3, yarn over, go under, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull up a loop, pull through 2, yarn over, go under, pull up a loop, pull through 2, and then go through all 4 loops on our hook, and we're going to do chain 3, and we're going to do that all the way around until we get finished, until we come back to the very beginning. I'm having a hard time with words. It's extremely early because I got up and realized the video did not load this morning. So I thought, oh no, I have to run in here and do a different video, figure out what was going on. So that is what happened to me this morning. It has been one of those weeks because I have a bunch of stuff I have to do this afternoon. So just one of those weeks. So we're working our way around, doing the same thing over and over again, this is the daisy petal that we're creating right here. The pink was the middle of our flower, and this is what I would consider a daisy petal of the flower. And whenever you come to your tail, or if you start with your tail, you need to work over your tail so you don't have so much to weave in the end. That's what I like to do. This is a pretty quick square to work up, this would be a really pretty, not for this time of year, but, well, I guess you could do it in fall colors, but a really pretty springtime cardigan. Okay, so now we're going to go back in and we're going to slip stitch to the beginning of our round, and then we are going to fasten off, change our color. This is what we look like so far. We have our petals. Now I am going to change colors to a light blue, I think. So we are going to start with a slip knot. And this is we're going to start doing our corners. So right here at the before, you have where you tied on, and then you have right after you tied on. We need to start with we're going to do right after we tie on, we are going to do a slip knot to tie on, and then I'm going to start with the actual chain. And I'm going to chain 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we are going to skip over this one, and into this one we're going to work 3 double crochets together again, chain 2, 3 double crochets. We're doing all of this in the same stitch. This is going to create our corner. You need to chain 4. So you have 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets, chain 4, 3 double crochets together, chain 2, 3 double crochets together. So this is what you should look like. You should have a chain space and then 3 double crochets together, chain 2, 3 double crochets together, chain 4, 3 double crochets together, chain 2, 3 double crochets together, and then we are going to do chain 3, and in the top of this stitch we are going to do a half double crochet in the top of this stitch right here, which is right there. We're going to do, thought I had a half double crochet, then we're going to chain 3. We're going to skip over this space, and we are going to do our 3 double crochets together corner again. And that's 3 double crochets together, chain 2, 3 double crochets together, chain 4, 3 double crochets together in the same spot, chain 2, 3 double crochets together, chain 3, skip this space and work a half double crochet in the top of our cluster, the next cluster. 3 chains. Skip this one and do our corner again with 3 double crochets together. Chain 2, 3 double crochets together. Chain 4, 3 double crochets together. Chain 2, 3 double crochets together. Chain 3. Move over, skipping this one, and do a half double crochet in the top of your cluster. Chain 3, and do our last corner here. Which we're skipping this one, and we're going to do 3 double crochets together. Chain 2, 3 double crochets together. Chain 4, three double crochets together, and I am keeping I crochet tight anyway, but I am keeping my stuff really tight. Chain 2. I think you probably can hear my crochet hook going through my yarn. And that means when you hear that, that means I'm crocheting pretty tight. Then we're going to chain 3. And we are going to we're going to connect to the second chain from the hook. And this is what we should be looking like now. We're starting to form our square. Okay, now we're going to fasten off because we're going to change colors again. Then we're going to go back to our white. And we are going to do a single crochet row around. And I am going to do a standing single crochet. A standing single crochet. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to do a standing single crochet in the top of the stitch. Or not a standing single crochet, just a single crochet. In our chain space, in the top of this stitch, we're going to do 4 in the corner. One in the top of this stitch. 2 in this space because that's how many chains we have. 1 in the top of this stitch. 3 in this one. 1 in the top of our single crochet. this one. One in the top of this one. So if you have a space that has 2 chains in it, you want to do 2. If it has 3, chain 3 in it, or 3 single crochets. And if it has 4, like your corners, you want to do 4 single crochets. And in the top of every stitch around. That's what this pattern is. So 2 single crochets in the ones that have 2 in the top of every stitch. And 3 single crochets in the one that have 3, and in your corners do 4. And this will separate out our petals a little bit better. And when I get done, I will come back. Okay, so I joined with the slip stitch here, and we are going to fasten off because we're going to change colors again. There's a lot of changing colors in this one, but I'm going to come back with a dark blue. I may have to change my background for you guys to see this one because it's really close to the same color. But I am going to start with a... I'll be right back. Okay, so now we are going to change our color, and in the top of these stitches, what we're going to do is we're going to do a standing double crochet in the top of where we connected. Got everything going crazy here. We're going to try to work over our tail underneath, not the blue one, but the white one. And then we are going to do a standing, or a single crochet, or words, Becky, a double crochet in every stitch across until we get to the corner. Still working over our tail. My tail is right there, if you can see it. And in the corner, which is where we're at now, we are going to do 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 more double crochets, and we're going to go back across in every stitch with a double crochet. And this will make our square a little bit more solid. If you need to make this bigger, you can. You can just repeat this row several times until you get to the count that you need for your square for your blanket or whatever you're doing. You could make several of these and make a cardigan, depending on the size that you make them. Would depend on the amount of blocks that you need. You can make like 4 of them, actually be 8 of them, and put them together for squares and make a bag out of them. Would be really pretty. I would probably line it because it has holes in it, but or if you're just going to store yarn or something, that would be really pretty to do. You can even put several together and make a hat. There's all kinds of stuff to do with granny squares. We're back here at our corner. So I need to do one more double crochet. Then we're going to do 2 double crochets. Chain 2, 2 double crochets back down in that same stitch. Move my yarn over. And we're just going to repeat this all the way around till we get back over here, and I'll be back. Okay, I joined with a slip stitch all the way around, and this is what we are looking like. Now, if you wanted to go back around this again, you can. I am going to go back around it with white and do my granny square border around this. But if you don't want to do that and you want to just connect it this way, you can. And we are going to fasten this off, and this is done, except for weaving in our ends. So that's how you do this daisy stitch flower. I guess it's a daisy. I don't know. It's another floral. This would be really pretty if you did this in green so it would look like leaves. That would be really pretty. So there you have it. Sorry for the mess up here. Just got yarn sitting there. And that is it. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.